You already know that you can use SUMIF function to sum the values in a range that meet the criteria you specify. Then what is the purpose of SUMIFs function? Use this channel to upskill your expertise in Microsoft Excel, Word or PowerPoint. Do subscribe if not done already. You resort to SUMIFs function when you want to sum the values in a given range that meet more than one criteria. As in the case of SUMIF, you can use logical operators like more than, less than, etc. and also the wildcards like question mark and asterisk in your criteria. Before we get into the usage of the function, let us first understand the syntax. Here, the sum range is the first and required argument representing the cell range that needs to be summed up for the given criteria. Range 1 is the first range to be evaluated. This is also a required argument. Criteria 1 is the criteria that is to be used on the range 1. This is again a required argument. Range 2 is the second range to be evaluated and is optional. Criteria 2 is the second criteria to be used on range 2 and is optional. Similarly, you can have range 3, criteria 3, range 4, criteria 4 and so on. In this way, you can have up to 127 range criteria pairs while using the SUMIFs function. However, in all these cases, the criteria range argument must contain the same number of rows and columns as that of the sum range argument. Of course, the ranges do not have to be adjacent to each other. If you notice the syntax closely, you will understand that sum range is the first and required argument in SUMIFs function, whereas this is the third optional argument in SUMIF function. Also, the syntax of SUMIFs function is similar to that of COUNTIFs function, except that you have the sum range argument in SUMIFs function that you will not find in the COUNTIFs function. Before we proceed to use the function, it is always helpful if you make the criteria as dynamic instead of hard coding inside the function arguments. This way, you can make the criteria flexible. Accordingly, we already have the criteria outlined here in columns H, I and J that we shall use in the function. Let's now see how to enter the arguments. Select the cell where you want the SUMIFs function value. Enter the equal sign. Type SUMIFs. Open the left bracket. Now select the sum range, that is E4 to E14. Enter a comma. Now select range 1, that is the region B4 to B14. Enter a comma. Then select the criteria for region, that is in H4. Enter a comma. Then select the second range C4 to C14, which is the sales agent. Then enter the criteria, that is in I4. Select the third range, that's units sold, D4 to D14. Then enter the criteria for the range 3, that is in J4. Close the bracket and hit enter. So in cell K4, you get the sum of sales in East region by sales agent Alex, wherein the units sold are more than 70. Now, we can copy this formula to the rest of the result cells in K4. Before that, make all the references as absolute by selecting them and then pressing F4 on your keyboard. Do not make any changes to the criteria references. This way, when you copy the formula to the remaining cells, the range values do not change, but the criteria change accordingly. The first two examples are straightforward. In the first case, we are summing up all the values that relates to sales in East region, sales agent Alex, and where the units sold are more than 70. The second example is similar to the first one, except that the criteria is West region, criteria 2 is white as the sales agent, and the criteria 3 is less than 200 units sold. Now look at example 3. Here, in the criteria, we have used an asterisk symbol to indicate that the function should consider all sales agents whose name begin with FR followed by any number of characters. Hence, the function considers two agents, Fred and friend, and sums up the values accordingly. In the fourth example, instead of an asterisk, we have used a question mark to indicate that it should evaluate values for sales agent that starts with string Sam followed by any single character. As you see, the function evaluates and returns the sum value for Sammy and not for Samson. However, if we change the question mark to asterisk here, then the function sums up both Sammy and Samson. In all the examples, instead of using the cell reference, if you want to enter the values directly as the criteria, then you may need to enter them within double quotes. Of course, if the criteria is numeric, then there is no need for entering that within double quotes. For example, if you want to enter 70, you just enter the numerical value there without using any quotes. This is all about SUMIFS function in Excel. Try using the same in your calculations for required evaluations. See you in another video. Till then.